We are live.
Raven, the GS Joe, one third of the tribe. Sam, the legend behind the curtain.
We are live.
Guys, I'm Joe, one third of the Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Raven GS.
And today, firstly, we're missing someone, but it's cool. There's more space on the sofa. Hello, Hazel. Anyway, this is the Batman Ninja movie review.
Yeah.
Get me? I feel like this is our first animated movie review ever on the channel. I think I'm right. Yes.
I think you're right.
Yes.
I think you're right.
So, alright guys, look, we're going to jump straight into this. This movie is Firstly, disclaimer. I'm going to disclaimer myself. I'm going to disclaimer myself before I've done anything.
This is bad, you know.
I may pronounce some names very badly, very wrong. I'm sorry. That's it. Get me? So the disclaimer is, you know, we don't promote saying people's names incorrectly. Something like that.
Alright.
Get me?
I'll try to figure something out.
The disclaimer's there, innit? Alright, so Batman Ninja is directed by Junpei Mizutsuki, produced by Tetsuro Satimi, Leo S. Chow, Eric Garcia, screenplay by Kazuku Nakisami, story by... This guy's killing me. Story by Leo Chow, Eric Garcia, based on Batman by Bob Kane and Bill Finger. I'm not going to go who's starring in it because we both watched different versions, because obviously in the American version they've got American voice actors, Japanese they've got Japanese voice actors.
That was going to be my first question, but I guess
I watched the American version.
You made me sick.
Well, do you know what, yeah?
You made me sick.
Firstly, for anyone who wants to jump in the comment sections and be like, oh, Joe's a racist or whatever, the digital code only comes with the American version.
Oh, okay, I lie you then. Yes. I lie you then. Because I was going to kill you, but to be honest, I've watched both.
I didn't have a choice.
I
didn't have a choice.
Well, get your own Blu-ray, innit? So trying to get the codes off me.
I'm pretty sure the Batman Ninja belongs to me anyway, but that's a whole other thing. Anyway, so let's jump straight into this review.
Go on.
Do you want to do the breakdown of the story?
So the story is about Batman and the rest of a group of people that were around the same area pulled into back in time in Japan
By
Gorilla Grodd. Right, so that's the way the movie just starts. Like Batman's going against Gorilla Grodd, and Catwoman does something, and boom, we're back in time.
All right, cool. So, what do you think of the story? Like just the general story in itself.
I think like as someone who's just
a Batman hater.
I'm not a Batman hater, and you know why I don't like Batman. I don't hate him because he has given me my favorite villain, so I can't hate man, innit? Like he's just my villain can only be as good as he is, innit? So yeah. I can never say I hate Batman. But the story, I think, is such a cool story. Like it takes away from everything, and that's one of the reasons why I don't like Batman, because I always talk about he's got a little pouch and he's bringing out everything, and just the fact that in that story he's not that Batman.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Alright, so let me jump on the story as well. I think this story is super sick. Like obviously Batman's up there, one of my favourite characters, but I think what they do here is like, yeah, you're used to normal, regular Batman in Gotham City. Let's take him out of that element, put him somewhere else, take away all the things that make him Batman, and let's like make a new Batman. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's definitely a new Batman. Like the fact that he has to stop, like he completely stops like what he's doing, the way he goes on about things, because it's just not time and place where he can be successful, you know, within the missions or whoever he's going against. So that is, I gotta agree with you 100%. That's a completely new Batman.
See, what I thought was also super sick about the story is, in the story there's like a throwback in it to the Dark Knight novel. What's it called? You know what I'm talking about? The Frank Miller Dark Knight story, where the Sons of Batman
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
when they showed up with all those Ninja Batman, I was like, yo, this is sick, fam. I knew like that was a super throwback to that, and I was just like, I was losing my mind.
See, I didn't pick that. No, because remember, I'm not a Batman guy. I'm not a Batman guy.
You've got the animes.
I've seen more. I've seen the animes, but like it's not something that I read into. Like I enjoy it. So obviously, I'm not as plugged in as you are with Batman. So obviously, if there's a reference like that, I'm not gonna pick it up. You know what I'm saying? But the other stuff that I reacted to is I was losing my mind, man.
Alright, cool. Let's move on to the acting. Obviously, it's hard to talk about acting when you're doing an animated movie because obviously there's no actors, there's voice actors. And what I would say is, because I've watched lots of animes in English, you can tell that they really took time and care in putting the American voices over this anime. Do you know what I'm saying? That was obviously done in Japanese. But you never feel like their mouths are moving when they shouldn't be and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I thought that part of it was super sick. I'm interested to hear your perspective because you watched both.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
So I gotta give props for them pulling that because you know me, man. I can't stand the way they just do it with English. But they did a really solid job with it. And even going back to the Japanese, it's like. It's actually you can literally pick whatever side you want and you'll be cool with it. You know what I mean? It doesn't really make much. Okay, no, it does. It gives you more because obviously Japanese and this. They always give you more attitude.
Yeah, attitude, emotions
like
that,
and stuff. So, but with the English version as well, it was on point.
Do you know what I want to do? I want to give them a shout as well because usually, when they do kids' voices, it's usually really annoying. Do you know what I'm saying?
To me, everything's annoying in English.
Oh, okay.
I can't watch anime in English. I can't do it.
But you get me. I felt like the voices were not annoying in this. Like Robin is talking to a monkey for most of the movie, and it just doesn't seem as annoying as usual. Do you get what I'm saying? So I thought that was cool. I mean, anything else on acting?
So the acting obviously is as anime, but let's talk about each character's acting. Because I think that's, although it's an anime, it's very appropriate. Like I think they were in the right element as, Harley Quinn. The Joker was bloody phenomenal all my days. But we're going to go more into details, those two. Who else was in it? Two-Face. Just the fact that the way they were being themselves like that. Yeah. That's Two-Face. That's Two-Face, but it's just like a different type of...
It's like they keep the essence of the character, but they're expanding them for where they are in this era. So I thought that was super sick. I think my standouts, obviously the Joker was super hectic. I love the scene where he's forgotten his memory and they have another throwback to Earth 2 Joker when Bruce dies. So remember, I feel like this is a deep cut right now. So basically, on Earth 2, Bruce dies and his dad becomes Batman, and then his mum becomes the Joker, So in that comic book, you get the moment where she wipes her face and the blood is the smile. Yeah. They didn't do that with Harley; they did it on the Joker. But I was like, that was a super sick throwback, and like only like 10 people picked that up.
You know what? Yeah, I was spazzing out because I knew I was like, okay, your guy, what's his name? Nightwing, going in, It was going in at him, and then I was like, at some point, I'm expecting the Joker to come back around, and they had the whole thing with the planting, and Harley was like, the first seed has popped up, and I was like, I thought that bit was just so sick, and then when it sprouts, and he's just there and he does that, I was losing my mind. I'm kind of gutted that we didn't watch it together because I was losing my mind just watching.
No, it was super sick, man. Who else stood out for you?
After, not even after. Joker is second because he's just a Joker. I expected him to be the Joker, but who really captivated me is Nightwing.
Nightwing's the nicest.
I loved Nightwing. I loved everything about him. His hair, oh my days, that was just so like Super Saiyan-ish sort of thing. I just love the way he went on about things and his costume. I don't know, the whole thing about Nightwing, I just loved it, man.
See, what I will say about Nightwing is, like, I think in all the other Batman animes, like, he barely gets enough respect in it.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like this was like one of the first animes to really do man justice. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like his character was sick. Like, the level of depth they put into like his costume and everything. Like, I thought he was super sick as well.
He
man,
was
you know what I'm
amazing,
saying?
man.
Alright,
I was really surprised with him.
let's move on from acting and get over to production. Like, we've kind of talked about production, but this to me, before you go in, like being a resident artist, yeah, I feel like this art style, I don't want to say it's the best, but it's got to be like top 1, 2.
Bro.
Like, it's there, bruv. It's
Bro.
like, it's right.
Bro.
Like, it's here.
Let me tell you, I'm gonna put this one, yeah, with Final Fantasy and the children. If it's not better, bruv. If it's not better, you know what I mean? Because, like, so the first thing I picked it up, it was like some sort of what do you call it? Like the Street Fighter. The last, I think it was Street Fighter 4 that came out. So the style, ink style.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right. So you've got that ink style with the brushes, where it's just like it's not a complete line, but it's just like a bunch of lines, right? The brush strokes. Then another sick thing they did was the background.
Yeah.
So the background, I'm pretty sure that is based on, and I'm forgetting the name. I'll have it here.
It's like shell shaded.
Not just that. It's a famous Japanese painter.
Okay.
The Waves. Have you seen the Waves before?
Mm-mm.
Right. So that is blatantly like off that.
Yeah.
And is one of iconic. I'm pretty sure you've seen it. Iconic paintings all around the world, and the fact that
the painting with the
big wave.
blue. Okay, no,
Yeah.
I do know what you're talking about.
And the fact that they had that there.
Yeah.
Oh my! I was losing my mind, bro.
Yeah.
I was mesmerized. I was like, wow, you guys did this, and it's not just the background, everything, and you can see the details. So say if you got the sky and it ripples like that, and then you just got the brushes, and then the clouds will be like a different type of brush, bro. It's mad, bro.
Going in
It
right
was mad,
now.
bro. Like, I'm in love with this anime, man.
See,
for sure.
see, one of the things that I think is sick about this is that DC animations are always good, yeah.
Always,
but,
bro. Like,
but with this, like, they definitely have taken it to an extremely different level. And now I want to see, like, what are you guys gonna do next? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you can't just give us this and go back to what you was doing before. Do you know what I'm saying?
Of course. I mean, you know what? Yeah, I think and we have to give credibility and respect to the DC animation team. All right, and you know, there's one thing you've been really, really good at what you do, and there's one thing you'd be like, okay, we've kind of hit
a wall, yeah.
a wall. Well, why don't we go and get a different type of style? Like someone's also up there with us.
Yeah.
And these guys absolutely delivered. And you know you cannot go wrong with these type of artists. Like I love Oriental art, even the cinema. Majority of the time, a lot of the times, is better than Hollywood. But obviously, because it's not Hollywood, it doesn't have that much exposure, or people don't know much about it.
Yeah.
But their delivery is so sick, and the art behind it always comes through.
Nah, man, that's cool, fam. I mean, all right, let's just get off production. Just general thoughts. Batman Ninja. What are your general thoughts?
My general thought: this movie is absolutely amazing. Oh, there's one thing that we didn't mention. They took it back to the classics. All right, so you have the whole ninja samurai element.
Yeah.
Right, but then they also brought that 70s, 80s robot cartoon in.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? Yeah. How did you put these two things? Because it's completely abstract, and then bang. And it just works. It works.
See, this is what is so crazy for me, because you said you was gonna forget about. I haven't forgot about. And this for me, was the only thing that didn't work, fam.
Really?
Yeah, fam. Because I was just like, we're so in this ninja thing. Like, what? Like, why did they bring the mechs into it? Like,
right.
I didn't want it to end with mechs. I wanted it to end like Obi-Wan and Maul. Like, I wanted ninja fighting like the last samurai. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, well,
I wanted it to go down like that.
Okay, so my thing with that is, okay, so because they are ninjas, all the other clans, they're not really ninjas. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've got Gorilla Grodd's one way, then you've got Deathshaw, who's just guns.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So they're completely different styles, and obviously Poison Ivory, she's just like using plants. So it'd be really, really hard to just go hand-to-hand combat sort of thing. even though like only Joker was the one who came
was
with,
fine,
and even him was using guns as well.
Mm-hmm.
So and here's the thing with anime, it's just it's like the proportion of things is always extreme.
Yeah,
They always exaggerate, and this is the thing that you do, it's like it's serious.
Mm-hmm.
The fighting is serious, but then it's like kiddish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, for example, One Man Punch.
Yeah.
It's like the fighting scenes are so sick, but then he kills one person with one punch. It's like, that's ridiculous. But it works and you're like, what? You're telling me every episode is going to end up with him giving one blow? Yes, but it works. So this is the thing about anime. It's just disproportional, but it works. And it's just like, it's so serious, it's so sick, but it just takes you back to just being a kid and just like, yeah, we just do whatever we want and we just exaggerate on everything.
See, that's the thing. See, bruv, I'm watching it and I get it, fam.
Right.
But it just doesn't satisfy me. Like, I'm just like, I didn't
because
want
you're on the other side.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't want this to end like this. Do you know what I'm saying? And maybe this is why I don't watch bare animes, because they get a bit weird and crazy, innit?
Yeah,
but
that's the fun part of it.
But I don't know. Like, I just thought it could have ended differently without the super mech suits and stuff like that. And
that's the part that you didn't like.
Yeah, that's that like of anything. That's the only part I didn't like. Just that part of it.
For me, what I didn't like was that the sons didn't get as much one-on-one time.
Okay.
So Robin, what was the other Robin?
Red Robin,
Nightwing,
Red Hood.
So it's like I wanted every single one of them to have their own screen time. Like, it wasn't enough. I felt they kind of took the enemies way too quickly.
Yeah, see, but let me jump on that as well. Like, I think this for me is something I'm over, because we watch lots of Batman animes. Is that when you're doing these animes, they're an hour and a half, innit?
I know.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I wish there was 2 hours like movies. Do you know what I'm saying? But because of all the work they got to put in, you know what I'm saying? You've got to prioritize the screen time, and it's called Batman, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So,
but I know it's Batman, but it was a Batman team.
Yeah.
Look at the way they just came through to get him. Like, the whole bat element mixed with ninja. Yeah. That is so sick, bro. I wanted to see each one of them go in their own sort of style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
that would be so sick, bro. And I just felt like, raw, like, really? That's it? And there's something inside me. I was like, I want more. I want to see more from you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And obviously, especially Nightwing. Like, I definitely want to see more from him.
I don't know, man. Well, I just hope that, like, you know what I'm saying, they start doing more animes like this, and not just more animes like this, but more animes like this, and they move away from just Batman. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do Aquaman, do Superman, do Nightwing, do Robin, like, do all of these things, like, for everyone else, like, and like, let's just not stay so focused on Batman. Even I love Batman, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I want some other stuff.
And that raises the question: why is Batman? So we just had Gotham by Gaslight. We've had in the past other there's that Batman which the animation's really weird, where he's actually a bat.
I think it's called Gotham Knight or something.
Yeah,
that one's
it's
sick.
It's
sick.
so gory,
Yeah.
but it's so sick. Like, I remember the first time I was like, "What? This is so weird, but it's so cool at the same time." So how come we keep getting all these like different, I guess, styles of?
It's just, bro, Batman sells tickets, isn't it? If you put Batman on it sells, fam. Do you get what I'm saying?
But, but all right. And to be fair, when we were watching these movies, a few years ago, obviously, cinematic world wise, the numbers, we didn't have as many movies, right? But now that we have, how come we're still getting Batman? Why we're not getting more of other characters?
Because I feel
even
like
Batman doesn't even get Superman. Doesn't get as much love.
Because Batman just sells better than everything else, fam. Like, that's just the bottom line, isn't it? Get me? But anyway, we're getting on to this needs to be a no bad question. Anyway, alright. So, what's your rating for Batman Ninja?
I'm giving it 5, bro.
Is it?
I'm giving it 5, bro.
Bro, you're giving out 5s a lot recently,
bro.
fam.
I love it, bro. Like, I mean, we saw the trailers, but nothing that was shown in the trailers, it was compared to what we got. The delivery was superb. The story was there. Everything. I can't say there's one thing that will pull the rating down. And to be honest, I've seen it twice.
Yeah.
As well, English and Japanese, and they both work.
Alright, cool.
So I can't.
I hear that. Well, for me, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I feel like it is really good. One of the best animes I've probably ever seen. But I feel like if you're not an anime lover, you might, you know what I'm saying? That last act for me just kind of fell off. So that's where it is for me. But guys, I think you definitely need to check out Batman Ninja. Do you know what I'm saying? It's on Blu-ray. Get it. Go harsh with your friend and take his digital code.
You are right. It is a 4.5. I'll take that back.
It's a 4. I said a 4. I said a 4.
I put a 4.
I said a 4.
Oh, you said a 4.
You know-
4.5.
Okay.
4.5.
So it's a 4.
It's a 4.
Alright, it's a 4. Well, guys, look, I guess I changed Raven's mind. But let us know once you've got it, what you think. If you've seen it already, jump in the comment section below. I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cyberners.
And I'm Raven the GS.
And we'll see you on the next review, trailer reaction, mailbag, something. Peace!
Oh.